new treatments. A lot of progress has been made in improving drug therapies for adults suffering from depression and other mood disorders. Again, because adolescent depression is a newly identified issue, drug therapy is fairly controversial. Among American children under 18, antidepressant use rose 49% in just 4 years, from 1998 to 2002. Paul, Psychology Today. I cannot talk. You probably know someone who is on an antidepressant, or at least you have heard of someone in your school or community who is. Drugs have almost become household names. North America culture seems to want quick fixes to its problems, and in many ways antidepressants are the perfect answer. Antidepressants are medications that alter your brain chemistry and balance your moods. As North American adults try to juggle their hectic schedules, there is little time left to figure out what is wrong with their children. Just as TV makes a great babysitter, antidepressants make a good stabilizer. This may be a cynical view, but it is not uncommon. Fears that we may be medicating the personalities and individuality about our children are present. These fears may be valid in some cases, but for many children and families, antidepressants are necessary. While we don't want to medicate the moodiness out of adolescence, controlling the rages and mania of bipolar disorder or the depth of despair of clinical depression can often only be done with antidepressants. While there has been a fair bit of research done on the benefits and impacts of antidepressants use in adults, no one really knows what long-term effects the extended use of certain drugs will have on an adolescent brain that is still developing. One study has indicated that antidepressants are actually ineffective when used by adolescents. Other studies have demonstrated that adolescents taking antidepressants may be at an increased risk to suicidal thoughts and behavior. This is not to say that drug therapy does not work or should not be used in adolescents. In many cases, it is a lifesaver, but it needs to be managed and monitored carefully. In fact, recent reports have indicated that the most effective treatment for adolescents struggling with depression is a combination of medication and talk therapy. For more information on medications and treatments, see Chapter 10. Little black boxes. In October 2004, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced that manufacturers of all antidepressant drugs must include in their labeling a box warning about the increased risk of suicidal thinking or behavior in children and adolescents being treated with these medications. This action was taken in responsibility to the results of 24 controlled clinical studies in 9 antidepressants. These studies revealed that in the first few months of treatment, children and adolescents whose depression was treated with antidepressants were more than likely to experience suicidal thoughts and behaviors than those treated with a placebo.